Hello and good morning. I am now realizing that one of my cameras is not currently working, so I'm gonna reload that. Oh my goodness, it's my face camera too. Maybe. There we go. There we go. I do exist. Hello, my crafty creatures. Oh, let's see. I gotta turn this down. So, my check from my insanity of lifeguarding cleared, so I've been, It's a hutchin' mom. I have been I just ordered my new sound card, and I ordered some fun stuff for Raw Creature Creations, like shiny things to I could just stop at just shiny things. Shiny things that I can hang on the bottom of my wind spinners, because like I got one bottom all done, like, so it's now, because wind spinners need a little bit of weight at their bottom to catch and spin. So it's funny, this is just some pony beads and a single crochet, and I'm gonna hang it at the bottom of a wind spinner. I'm gonna get some wire to stabilize it as I hang it at the bottom. And it's gonna spin in the wind. I think, yeah. See, this is the wind spinner, and I know it's not the same pink shade, but oh well. But yeah, it's gonna hang at the bottom with a little wire to make it nice and stable. And I just ordered some more display hangers and stuff like that. So, oh, whew, I'm having a morning. It's not even a bad morning. It's just it's all catching up right now. Okay, let's see. I got paid. I got my big girl paycheck too. So I've been paying bills and stuff like that. So that's always fun and exciting. But bills are paid, so that's a victory. Okay, so I did absolutely no prep today, as I generally do on Thursdays, to be fair, because, well, with it being the early start, if I don't get it prepped the night before, or even if I don't get it prepped the night before or the day before, it's not happening. Oh, I get it. Okay. I need to rearrange my lighting and whatnot. Okay, so today's goals. So this 307 bit, I want to get this chunk of 307 all done, which is it's a little bit further down. It's one line down than this, but it doesn't go out the full 20. So this is my mini goal for today. If I hit the mini goal and I still have time in the 3 hours, I do have across here, I have a little bit more of a clump that I can work on. So okay, so I don't have an easy access. So I'm still in the upper wrong hand corner, left hand corner. This will eventually be like grapes. Page 1 is grapes. You start getting to his face over in page 2. So once we get to page 2, because I go this way, we'll start getting his face and his hair in page 2 and 3. We won't get to we're not going to get to his naughty bits unless I find a job that is part-time and pays really well. We won't be getting to his naughty bits for a year or so. But I'm I'm working on I'm trying to get there. Okay, skip one and then one over. But it's always so discouraging because the first couple months it doesn't even look like anything, and it's discouraging for me because I want to show people and I want them to be able to like see what it is. And with these projects being so big, is they don't even start to look like anything until like 2 or 3 pages in. That's why I have the smaller ones. Honestly, that is why I do so many of the smaller ones while I'm working on the big ones, is because I just need to see something. Um, See, and this is when Jules and whatnot aren't here. This is. And today I actually have my stuff up and running. It's amusing to know that 600 seconds is 10 minutes. I don't know. And I don't know how to take stuff like that. At some point, it's like, oh, hey, I'm cool enough for people to give 2 flying fucks. But at the same time, I'm like, do you know who I am? Like, if you've even watched 1 second of this stream, you know that that's not how we do. So, tomorrow, I do not know how my eyes will feel. I am getting eye work done. I'm getting my eye shot to keep the blood off my eyes. So I will I'm most definitely aiming to do a stream tomorrow. If not, I'll be at least on to chat. 2, 3. 1 and 2, and then skip 1 and 1. Yeah, so today, when I let the dogs out, I, oh, all kinds of fun. So the next 2 markets I'm in, I can't have any of my kitted diamond art stuff. Oh, well, I would have fought with Twitch harder had you not been able to talk. Had I known you had not been able to talk yesterday. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, so I have to do some raw creature creations magic. And when I let the dogs out today, I also have been so I have a blue jay. Guys, I have a blue jay. How the hell did he get into the top of that? I'm sorry, I really like blue jays. They're really pretty. I love their blue. So I have the globe bird feeders, like what I call it. And it's really it's designed for the little birds to be able to get. Oh, okay. So yeah, if I'd been able to do anything, I would have set you free. Oh, look, a bird. But so I have like my dog outlines. I showed them off yesterday. I have doggy outlines for some. Right now I have more of my bone. I have regular bone, and then I have bone with paw print in it, and I have a couple of stars that I got from the thrift store. Because when I see the little basswood things in certain shapes, I'm like, oh yeah, I can rock those because I can. I can do stuff with those because I can. I do, and I will. I will, and I do. So I've been ramping up my base level things because I was telling one of my coworkers, it's like, I remember when I was going to fairs, growing up, my dad would always give us $5. We got $5 to spend on whatever we wanted. And in all fairness, I generally spent them on those little sponge lizard that had a wire attached to his neck, and you could make him skitter across. I loved those lizards, and I'm so upset that they were so fucking cheap. Because I loved those lizards. I loved those lizards. They were so much fun to play with. Like I would design wings and I'd make them dragon lizards, and so, but every time I design or work something from scratch, I try to keep in mind that kid with only $5 or $10. Because I have sparkly things. Let's be fair, kids like sparkly things. And I try to have enough things in that price range, because at craft fairs, a lot of people charge a lot. And while on the items that I put a $2 or $3 price tag on, I'm probably losing money. But on my bigger priced items, that's where it all balances out. So, and also, I don't know if I mentioned this, my 10x10 arrived. So pleased. I got to take it out of its box and set it up and get it ready to go out. But I also got to start cleaning up my backyard, because it is becoming cold outside. I brought my houseplants in. That's where we're at, as the houseplants came in. Whew. Okay, so that's 5, skip 1 into 1 less. One, 2, skip one and one less. But yeah, today's mini goal, this section here. And I'm pretty sure I'll make it. But at the same time, I like to set them. Like to set them all the same. So, tomorrow, I'm sincerely hoping that my eye doesn't itch so much that I can't cross stitch because I'll be working on him. It'll be 8 in the evening to 10 in the evening with the wonderful and beauteous Destroyer, or Annie, as we sometimes call her. We got Canada and Diet Canada. But push comes to shove, I'll just sit and chat, and I'll work on bobbining. I'll work on caking my string, or all my yarn. I've been using my yarn. I've been using my yarn and actually committing to the use of my yarn. I made a chicken. I am ultimately very pleased with my chicken. I'm gonna try to do another chicken today because they work up fast, and I kind of want to have. I ultimately want to have 5 chickens by the end of. But by the time I go to my night market 2 Sundays from now. 22nd. The 22nd is my night market. And I want to have 5 chickens. I want to have 10 kittens. Some fishies. Fishies are really easy though. Yesterday I splurged on myself and some of my tools a little bit. I got some Susan Bate crochet hooks with the flat back instead of the round back. I know they have different names. I'm not sure of what those different names are, but so far the flat back one is my preference. Like when I borrowed the one from 1970s Germany from one of my residents because I forgot mine. I'm like, and funny enough, her name is Sarah too. I'm like, Sarah, do you have a crochet hook? And she just laughs and smiles at me and goes, I sure do. And that was my first flat backed crochet hook, and I fell in love, so I bought myself a small set of them. And I mean, the round ones have their purposes, so I still use and have those, but the flat back right now is my love language. Skip 1 and 5. I had a good talk with my therapist yesterday, and that's why I don't do Wednesdays, is because Wednesdays are my therapy day, and even at every other Wednesday, it was just easier for me to just take Wednesday off, as it were. 4. And so I've been dealing with just a whole bunch of rejection sensitivity, and a whole lot of arguing that goes on with that. And in talking with my therapist, it made me realize just how good I am at what I do, because I have been super privileged to be able to honestly hold steady employment. And I mean, with the type 1, with the diabetes, that's already pretty hard, because type 1 diabetes is a very unpredictable disease. Very unpredictable. It is honestly very hard to get a job where they're willing to accommodate the disease, and retail is not one of those jobs. I tried it when I worked at Lowe's. I did Lowe's for a whole year, but I wasn't able to step away if my sugar started to crash. And that was a pretty rough one. and it's the same with hotels and hospitality. Is I'm not able to just step away if my sugar crashes, and that's not something I can work with. So that's why I have to be very careful in the job I pick. Like, first and foremost, I have to accommodate the disease that physically disables me. Right now in my life, I still can walk and breathe and walk. Because not a whole lot of people talk about that. Diabetes attacks a whole bunch of your, like, if you don't take care of yourself, you lose feeling in your limbs. I know Hutchie Mom is dealing with some of the unfortunate pissant aspects of diabetes, paired with its good friend arthritis. But those are the kinds of things, like, when I look for a job, that's what I have to take into consideration, and that's what I had a really great conversation with my boss yesterday. Like, it's a deep down conversation, because she is I don't want to say she's necessarily a Trump supporter, because she's really not. She just wants her grandkids to be safe, and I respect that. And we had a big heavy conversation yesterday, because the person I'm training has their training wheels off, and the person I'm training knows where I am. Like, I tell her, I'm like, hey, if you need me, I'm right here. And yesterday she had the entire floor. She had all 3 carts. She got them all done. All of them done. She, I helped, at the end I helped her out, because I had reached my sit still and look pretty limit. So I helped her out with, like, the paperwork and whatnot. But we had a long talk, and it was eye-opening. It was frustrating at the same time, because the things she wants, she's not going to get. I did train her very well. And that's when I'm training someone, that's what I try to do. I try to give them the tools and the support that they need, that they can do it on their own. But at the same time, the knowledge that they are not alone. Had she said something or asked, I would have been right there helping her out. But she is good to go. Like, she is good to run at least one floor on her own. She does need to be trained on the other floor, which is going to be a very similar process. But she's at least got one floor. This weekend, I have another new hire that gets to train with me a little bit. And I'm trying, I need to, for her, for the second new trainee, because we have 5. We have 5 new people coming on. We've essentially, we've determined that we're just gonna cook pasta, throw it on the wall until it sticks. And the new hire that I'm working with this weekend, I'm unsure of her. She is friendly enough, she's smart enough, but she's still very young and very impulsive. And I try to manage that. Okay, 3. the trainee that I just got done training, she is very funny enough, she's the same age as my mom. Um, I haven't disclosed that to her yet, but because again, my mom is fairly young. My mom is only 16 years older than me, so she's going to be. Let's see, I'm going to be 42, so she's going to be 58. Yes, she's going to be 58 this year. So I try not to tell a lot of my coworkers is. And that's what it is, and even when, like, what I keep telling myself is I was at one point in time young and impulsive, and all I can do is encourage deep cleansing breaths and to calm down, because when you're dealing with as many medications as we deal with, young and being impulsive is not gonna work. Old and impulsive doesn't work either. I tried that, doesn't work. And like I was working the desk. I was doing a lot of paperwork yesterday, cleaning up, organizing, just trying to make it so when the day staff came in tomorrow, they wouldn't have to worry about anything. And she kept gumming up. She's like, so what are we doing this weekend? Are we going to be working on the desk? And I looked at her. I'm like, no, we're not going to be working on the desk. The desk on the weekends at the 3 to 11 shift is not there. Generally, it's not here on the 3 to 11 shift. But I was told, and I was asked by my trainee that I did not need to be right there. She was fine. So I was respecting my trainee and being in a central, easily located area, but not upper butt. Because I'm not an up your butt trainer. Yeah, oh, no, it's me beeping. It's my insulin pump. I didn't realize my microphone was picking it up. It expires today, and it probably has less than 10 units, so it's just being obnoxious because I haven't gone downstairs and grabbed the little doodad to acknowledge. And it's starting to annoy me, so once I finish this row, I'm going to go down and acknowledge it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my other. Can't wait till I get my new device up and running because it's all on my phone. I just have to have one device to carry around, not 5. I'll be right back. Nope, stay. Stay. Good boy. Stay. You stay too. You good girl. dogs. Good stay. Good stay. There. I've acknowledged my beeping. Whew. And I managed to go somewhere without a herd of German Shepherds. Both accomplishments. Okay, that's 4. Skip 1 and 2 less. I'm closing in on the narrow bits. Like, it had this big chunk up here, and then it narrows right up. So, oh well. We have pagers at work, and if you don't acknowledge a page, even if you look at the screen, you go like, oh hey, it's a page. If you don't actually acknowledge the page, it starts beeping. And I don't know how my coworkers just ignore the beeping. And it's like every 5 minutes it'll just go beep, like, hey, look at me. And I don't know how they deal with it. Like, I have to acknowledge it, make it go away, like, immediately. Oh. So I just learned one of my, I guess, second cousins is a state trooper for New Hampshire. And me, obviously, I'm not really in touch with all of my family members. I'm proud of all of them. I hope they're living their best lives and reaching their dreams. But I'm not highly interactive. I've never been an in your face, up your butt kind of family member. Tossing out an open invitation does not get me to come to events, unfortunately. Well, also the unfortunate bit is most of my family lives 3 hours away, and to be fair, that's a long haul. I always offer if family members are in the area, just to tell me, and I will gladly come out, show them around, have dinner, stuff like that, if I can. But just driving 3 hours just cause for like a 2-hour event, I used to be willing to, but there was a Christmas that really ruined that for me. So like really. So I just hope everybody is living their best life, and if they need me, I'm here. Oh yeah. Just look at it. Yeah. Yeah, so Divine Instincts 286,000 stitches. Captain Penis here 444,000. So Captain Penis will take longer than Divine Instinct. Hands down, longer than Divine Instinct. But I do have I haven't the one that comes after Divine Instinct's already kitted up, already ready to go. So it's funny. But I think once I'm done the commission that I have, I am going to pick up one of the minis that I bought. So Heaven and Earth Designs, they do offer smaller versions. And they're called minis. And I actually have a Morning Glory mini that I would be willing to make an attempt to sell, because it's only 20,000 stitches. It's roughly the size of Rainbow Infinity. Beautiful. Morning Glory is very simple, nothing special, and that would be one that I'd be willing to make, frame, and slap a $500 price tag on it. and that's probably where the price range would be for something like that, is $500 to $1,000 depending, and that would be something that I'd be okay with. I'd have to look at it because I don't remember all of its numbers like right off the bat. Oh yeah, yeah. He is big in many, many ways. He's twice the size of Buffalo Woman. He is more than twice the size of Buffalo Woman. Because Buffalo Woman would have only come out to 412,000 stitches, doubled. But I'm also more organized. Like I have my stream days better organized, and my life is a bit better organized too. I know it doesn't seem like that a lot of the time, but it really is. My life is a lot better organized. Yes, he is. So, I said I would do this off screen, but I'm gonna do it on. Ugh. So, his most prominent feature that everybody is watching for is a page in size. So a page is 5.5 inches tall, or I don't have centimeters on this, so I apologize, and 4.5 inches across. So the page that takes up his namesake, Captain Penis's penis, is 5.5 inches long and 4.5 inches across. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to select stitches. Uh. Dooby-doo. We got 14 more lines before we are done this section right here. Woo woo! But yeah, this little area is only at its widest 11 stitches, so it's a fairly small segment. I just don't know what... Well, I do know. I do know that I gotta zoom out and see what colors entice me. Because I mean, I could continue my path in the holy border here, because that's just one color. Like, I know it looks all solid, but it's actually two different colors. So I mean, there's always that option if I don't feel like getting adventurous. But I also have I have my magical list of colors that would be good to work on stream, and I can decide from that. There's two. First page is always a pain in the butt to work on. The first page on the side of the pattern, just because it's wibbly wobbly. It's very hard to keep the edges of the fabric taut as they are as it is used. Is Twitch being a jerk face, and I just don't have any friends today? That's okay. I have the Hutchie Mom. It's my bragging point. Though if my internal clock speaks correctly, Miss Hutchie Mom. There we go. There we go. Has it just been not broadcasting you, PBD? Okay, I'm gonna poke in at what PBD. What's going on? You have over 1,000 messages. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna get frustrated if people like I timed out that weird bot thing for 10 minutes, but it hasn't come back, so because they weren't necessarily rude, but I love how like this section here looks darker, but it's not. It just got dusty. Like Buffalo Woman. Oh, she was so dirty. Like her colors looked so much better after her washing, and then looked really good after it looked really good after the dry cleaning. Wow, that's ridiculous. Ah. Okay, 2, skip 1, 2. Oops. I forgot to skip one. Skip one and then 2. Okay, 2 solid lines here. I'm down to less than 10 lines. I honestly think this might be the start of his hair, this ridge here. It's either the start of his hair or grapes. Are you lucky now? I'm so upset that I missed the rave. I was just exhausted. I need to get my sorry butt over to while I have my do re mi's from my lifeguarding to put in my yearly Patreon. I have lots of stuff I need to do. We'll see how much of it actually gets done. And one more. La 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 la. So today's after stream plans. Obviously, it's gonna have to play with the dogs because that's what I do after streams. Gonna be some cooking, a little bit of stuff organizing. Because I really only have Friday off this week because I had Sunday off. And on my day off, I'm getting medical procedures done, so it's good night, Hutchie. It's just you and me, PBD. Unless I have other people who are unable to talk. But I think it's just you and me. Yep. You and me. You and me, PBD. I know. It's just you and me. I'll be working. I'd like to hope by the time I get to the fun parts, I'll have more people watching. But, I mean, most people forget that I start early on Thursdays too. So, and why? I don't know. It just seems like fun to start early on Thursdays. It is early. Okay. One more. And then I gotta swap out string. I honestly miss my 8 to 10. I miss doing 8 to 10. Like that was like the sweet spot. I had a good number of followers. I wasn't stomping on anybody's toes. Like it was a good time spot. But unfortunately, I'm at work most of those nights. And I mean, I could stay on later, but that kind of eats into my usable daytime for getting chores and shit done. I don't like to stomp toes. Like tomorrow, I need to. Tonight, I'm gonna. Before I go to work, I'm gonna make sure to pack my newer fabric, my newer Ada cloths into my car, so that after I get my eye work done, I can stop off at a cross stitch store that I just saw. Well, I've seen it, and I've been meaning to stop in and have a talk with the owner about either paying a monthly fee for a little bit of space, or having her purchase my stuff and then she can resell it, or her getting a commission from me having a little bit of spot. And I do that. I pick a time that's I'm awake enough and I'm going and I'm friendly-ish. But yeah. So I'm trying to set myself up for success to get as much as I can get done tomorrow. I need to make sure that I need to make sure that I get stuff done, because I have many goals for tomorrow during the day, and I'm hoping I can at least get one done. And that one being the fence panels. I didn't buy my materials yesterday like I said I was going to. So I'm gonna try to make sure that I do it after. Because the eye poke isn't that bad. It's frustrating to have a little dot floating around in my head, but I have the day off. So I can do the things and the stuff. I think today I'm gonna, while I'm getting other stuff done, I'm gonna try to set myself up for success. Yeah, well, it's not too bad here. I need 6 2x4s and 48 fence pickets. Because I need to replace 6 2x4x8 and 48 pickets, and it's just 2 fence panels. I have the drills, I have everything that I need. I just need to get the wood and the screws. I'm not gonna get a 16 because I'm not gonna get super long lumber just to cut it to short lumber because my car can't fit that. So I'm gonna get the 6 2x4x8s and then pickets, balance them out in my car, and drive home. Drive the 4 miles home. I mean, and that's like, yeah, I don't have a roof rack. It's on the list of maybe. Husband Creature and I want to start going camping and whatnot, and we want to use the Prius because it gets better mileage, and we want to go out to New York and have a nice little setup because the Prius has a better battery for things and better gas mileage. So we're gonna pimp out the Prius. Pimp my Prius. But ultimately, honestly, what we're doing is because I have the brain will work in a second. I have the pop-ups. We are investing in the side tents so we can put up a side tent, have a side where the Prius comes in and you open up the roof, open up the hatchback so you can have access to that and fit it in, and we'll also have space for the dogs and whatnot. So because again, one of my goals for next year is to attend a 2 or 3 day festival, and I would love to be a vendor, and I'm aiming at Ren fairs and stuff like that. I recognize that I will definitely need to up my inventory game on certain items. The first things that I make, I generally don't sell. The flowers where I'm pretty confident in making them and they might look a little wonky, I'm willing to sell those. But my chickens and my agurogami, or however you say it, I generally give those away to coworkers. And I have my trainee, she just went gaga for the chicken, and that's how we got named Gerald. And I was like, do you want the chicken? Because I can make more chickens. As I'm learning, I have no attachment to the things that I make, and especially while I'm learning, because I'll spit out 8 or 9 of them in order to get okay at making them. And she was over the moon. She just she loves that chicken. And And I like I recognize like stuff like that, but I also want my art to sell, like my pretty hangy uppy art. Like, let's see. Like You, Me, and the Cats. Or Home Sweet Home. Here's my angry owl. And a fox. Like, a lot of these I actually have to do stuff with. I haven't done stuff with them yet. So I have a whole pile of, hey, you need to do shit with that. What is this? Oh, that's that. Okay. Then I have things like I'm not sure about, like I have this wolf, but now I've gotten better markers and whatnot, so I need to revisit my stuff and decide what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, so, and one more. Ooh, we're almost done this little block here. We're almost done one mini goal of the day. Okay, so there's that. And next one is a solid and one less. Okay, solid line and one less. I don't know if you heard, Dan. I ordered my new sound box, so I only have to depend on my Ryu for a little bit longer. Okay, I said one less. And it's one of the reasons I'm looking for a job that gives me weekends off is so I can do those Ren Fair things. So that I could maybe do more, like have a regular spot at a weekend market. But right now I'm falling short, honestly. And it's heartbreaking, but yeah, I think I almost made my therapist cry just because I've been trying so hard and I've been trying to improve myself and grow and work and learn and the fact that I still can't even get looked at for any sort of job is just frustrating. Skip one, two less. Mm-hmm. Okie doke. This is the last line in this little blocky thing. Woo! We're not done 307 yet. We still have quite a bit of 307 left on this page. How much of it I can reach, I do not know, because we are on the first page. So one good thing that happened yesterday is through Merit America, I apparently one of their like weird little bonus things is LinkedIn Premium for a year. So for the next year, I'm gonna try real hard. Gonna try really hard to get to utilize LinkedIn Prime or Premium and get a good job. Whew, we have completed that block. I'm trying to see what funny enough, almost done this color on the page. But okay. I'm actually gonna go grab a pin, funny enough. Oh no, you guys are fine. There we go. A county pin! Yeah, you can just... Yeah, because it has the top on it, so it makes it easier when I'm counting that I can stick it in and just use it as a counter. You're fine, my good sir. You are fine, my good sir. No, you are fine. Okay. Cesar, go lay down. Oh. Okay, there we go. Scooching on up. Okay, so we're gonna move over a little bit because I am gonna be that is 2 in, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 from here. Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And I'm trying not to fuck up my count. So that's why I'm being so anal retentive about this now. Is every time I do a huge jump, I fuck up my count. So I've decided I'm not gonna accept that anymore. So I'm in that down corner. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, good. Now I'm going to change out my piece of string to an actual piece of string instead of a leftover. And we can start the next little blurb of 307. Okay. There we go. Now, I have the big old pins for lining up faces, which Gerald did not get. Gerald did not get his pins for his face to line up. I kind of freelanced Gerald's face. Okay, so we got 9, 10, 11. Okay. So this chunk that I just started stitch 1 on spans about 30 blocks, and I'm gonna cover the entire. Do I want to cover the entire bit of it? No, I think I'm gonna do my group of 10 and just go 10 and then 10 and then 10. At least in the starting. So okay. So I still have to do 11 stitches. Two,